Doom, doom, doom.
BOIS.
Morning.
Under episode 86. It's getting up there. We already got a bunch of people in the chat. Bobby, Fuego, RVH, Blake, what's happening, everybody? Jake, Casey, what's happening, boys?
Why are you so quiet?
I'm probably getting close to the mic. I'm on my Corsair thing still.
Oh, there we go.
Yeti is still down. I'll just talk louder, I guess.
I think it's the music that's like overpowering it.
I'll just turn his gain up. That's how you fix it, right?
Yeah, dude.
What's going on, everyone?
Rock and roll. It's Friday night. I think most of us had a pretty busy week. I'm thank God it's Friday yet again. Who the hell is the furry on the bottom left dub team? Obviously, that is the Sawdust King. This is Jake Zimmerman. He's become quite a regular on here now.
Yeah, I slide in every once in a while.
Yeah, sometimes every Friday, every once in a while, here and then.
Yeah, a little 30-ish.
I see a guy who looks just like you on the Discord, Jake. I swear to goodness,
it's weird.
Looks just like you.
Exact image. It's almost like Dubby made it.
You happen to build boxes too? Because I think this guy does too.
Yeah, I sometimes. I'm gonna be building them all weekend, so that's gonna be great.
Oh wow.
I totally just ripped off the Mobile Solutions corner radiuses for the under seat boxes with the rolled edge. I totally just designed those, about 200 of them for a buddy. I'm about to cut 2 sheets of them. So
Damn,
awesome,
dude.
man. Staying busy.
What kind of truck?
Yes. I don't know. I'm no idea what vehicle he's going to use them for, but you know the pieces I'm talking about.
Yeah.
The radius, and then it's cut for the board to stack up so that the edges of the box are rounded.
Yeah,
So you
yeah.
stack fab the corners. Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. Make it nice and strong too.
And that's
They
for
make 'em
another guy to
strong.
make boxes with.
That's actually for the guy that actually taught me a bunch about audio. The dude that when everybody else kind of shunned away and didn't want to give an opinion, he was more than welcome to give any opinion and talk to. He's got pretty much every box software there is, all the way back to Leap, stuff you can't even buy anymore. He builds folded horns and wrapped horns and T-lines and all kinds of cool shit. 6th orders, 8th orders. He's like, hey, you built an 8th order yet? I've been building them like crazy here recently for 8s. And I'm like, what? So yeah.
Heck yeah.
That's a big ass box, dude.
Yeah, exactly. I don't get into the whole. I mean, again, I know it's a thing, but I don't really entertain big horn enclosures or the folded horn enclosures, stuff like that.
They're made for projection. It's the same thing as pro audioing your doors.
God, what amplifier is behind you right there? That power? What is
That
that?
one?
Yeah,
That is a
what is it?
Rockford T802. It's only the box. I bought one new in box like a couple years ago, and I sold it on eBay, and I kept the box and the bird sheet as a love memento. I think Casey talked about it before. I've had a problem with Rockford power amps for a while. And then, so
Good problem.
there was a point in time where I had like, I don't know, close to 20 of them. And sold them off on eBay. And that's kind of, I kicked off, that's what started the excursion build was, a lot of the wall was paid for by me unloading a bunch of the old Rockford shit that I had saved up. And
That's true. It all started when he dynoed one of his amps and he only clamped like $900. He's like, man, son of a bitch. I'm selling this piece of shit.
I was like, this T4000, it's 4,000 minimum out of it all the time, minimum.
It did drop down to like 0.3 at one point. Did like 5K though, or something like that.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
And Peanuts rises a motherfucker.
Yeah.
I mean,
When
especially
it gets down, it's even better.
Yeah, 415s. It's a learning lesson. And I wouldn't say that I just outgrew those amps, which I still have a love for them. But the Rockford Power T amps, they don't have the features that I want in 2023.
They don't have clip limiters.
They don't have
clip limiters.
I like clip lights. I want to have a nice bass knob. Angled input suck PP, and
Dude, angled inputs are the worst. I don't know who thought that was ever a good idea. I hate installing anything.
Hold up. Angle inputs are not that bad if they're installed on an amp rack and the wire's coming up perfectly into the amp. That is the only time.
If you're bench wiring it before you put it in the car, yes.
No, like if you're like bench making the whole thing to put it in the car and mount it.
Yeah, if I'm folding my ass up in the back of a fucking 2018 Honda Accord or some shit, and it has angled inputs, I just
want you. Is that how your back got messed up?
Maybe, yeah.
You don't need to be doing that. You need to call somebody else for that.
Yeah.
I know the wires on the Warhorse, they're not angled, but still, like they just kind of go down and around and they disappear. I like that, and I think that was the whole gimmick of the angled inputs of just wires coming up out of nowhere and you don't see nothing. Nowadays, people want to show you all their wires they got going everywhere. So
it's expensive, man. You get a roll of wire, it's like $350, you know?
I got it.
Yeah,
I got the
showing
solution.
that off. Yeah.
15 degrees. The angled inputs need to be at 15 degrees. Like that would be perfect.
Just
at all times.
Yeah.
That.
Yeah.
Yep. That.
Now they're like
that would
60.
be like perfect. And then 45 is just like it's too much.
Yeah.
Going on, guys. Thanks for tuning in, man.
Y'all see, I got my Mustang running and driving this week.
Well, you got that
driving? When are we spraying it?
No, I drive this fucking. It's got reverse.
This turbofan cans, you know what I'm talking about? The big Rust-Oleums?
Yeah.
I want to try one of those so bad, dude.
Oh, they're great, dude. I use them all the time.
Do you really?
Have you never used one?
No, I want to really
Dude,
bad.
they spray a patch about 24 inches wide, and the can gets iced in your hand.
Oh, I need that, dude.
It's like
1950 Mustang, right, Scott?
We have to do it.
1980 Mustang. But
it's a one and done though. You do not get to use it twice. There is no stop halfway
What
through.
was the first Mustang, like 63 or
1965, 64 and a half technically. But the cool thing about the early Fox bodies is the funny thing is too is just like it was in like Mustang culture period. See, my great grandmother had the 80, she got new, and then my great grandfather got an 86 car new, a GT. And none of us as kids ever wanted the 4i car because it was a 4i car, four cylinder, and everyone always wanted the GT hatchback. And then in late times, now the notchback and the 4i car has become like super desirable. And then
the GTs are fucking $10,000 now, dude. You get a 4i
for a shitty one,
nice one, you know.
Yeah, so I've been learning the chassis and stuff like that. I'm gonna LS swap it, but I wanted to get it driving just A for the challenge, and then B because I want to be able to drive it around the shop while I work on it to take in and getting the swap stuff together because I'm gonna put an LS motor in it.
Well, you got to get it running here, to hear it to make it worth, doing all the other work you got to do to it.
It's gonna be sick.
So we're gonna make a trip to Summit, and we're gonna pick up a wet shot with 200 horse jets.
Bro, I need to make a trip to Pull Apart because there's freaking like 4
Kibo's
Mustangs.
got a point here.
Scott gonna install a Game Boy in the dash.
That'd be sick.
He probably would, dude.
Yeah, I can see it.
Oh god, here we go.
I know. I just happened to look last night. I probably.
Why don't you look at
Yours is
Kegel's
called-
Pull Apart? It's closer to you.
Ours is
Nah,
called
dude.
Pull and Pay. Ah, man, these darn bugs.
Bro,
just attack you.
83. There's 2 cars in my interior, and then a 94 GT that I can steer.
That interior's not going to be there.
Well, I bet seats and stuff won't, but maybe a dash pad or maybe some interior trim pieces.
Oh, true.
All right, look up Kegel's Pull Apart right now. Kegel's.
I don't really care.
I'm
about
telling you that they probably got like 20 there.
Kegel's is pretty nice, dude.
Kegel's is right here. It's not that far from you. It's closer than Pull Apart.
I'm looking at it right now.
I didn't know that. What's the auction place?
Copart?
Copart, yeah. I didn't know you had to have a fucking account set up with them to look at cars. And I thought you could just get parts off of cars from there. So I walk in, I'm like, yeah, I need some parts. And they're like, what are you talking about?
They do have a bunch of Mustangs, but it's all new.
You have to
They have a
buy
95, but it's been there all year.
Kegel?
I figured there'd be a bunch of older ones there because I've seen
No, it's all like 2000.
the Ford section's like the biggest one there.
Bro,
They're all broke down and shit.
have you seen the movie 30 Minutes or Less with Jesse Eisenberg or Eisenhower? How do you say it?
Sounds familiar.
He's like, he drives a Mustang. He's a pizza boy.
Yeah, the
Gone
rear
in
ends of
60
Fox
seconds.
pretty sick,
It's the same color, but it's not a. Yours is a notchback though.
which is the superior.
They're lighter, yeah.
So, speaking of Scott's projects, I know he's got a big one, and it's called Southern Thunder. How's everything coming along with that? And we got stuff to talk about with
That's
Jake,
a good
too.
transition on that one, buddy. Heck yeah! So we fired off the Southern Thunder. We're transitioning to the eBay store full page, but we've got the Southern Thunder Car Audio eBay kicked off, which I got a bunch of products up on there already. You just have to search either for the products. You'll probably see us. You see my pictures, or the search Southern Thunder Car Audio. So we got that up, and we have some deals going on there, especially when you buy multiple on certain items. And then we got a bunch of new stuff on the website too, man. We've got We've got all of the new SoundCube HDX line that just came out, and HTS, the new speakers. There's two speakers. There's two
Oh, you have
sound-
I didn't know you had the wired relays on there. Those are pretty cool. When you already
Yeah,
have it,
there's a bunch of. I'm gonna set them down. Boom, boom, boom.
it already comes with the pigtail. How much are those, dude?
I'll
I'll
pull it
look
back
later. Don't worry about it. Yeah, no.
And just you just go to shop. It's actually gonna pull it up immediately because it starts with accessories. They're $16.95 for a 6-pack.
Dude, that's not bad at all, honestly.
Uh,
That's $3 with the harness.
and it has a fuse on it too.
That's kind of cool. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, but I got all those added. We've also got a bunch of the new Sky High speakers on there. We've got the new HDS. There we go, speakers. All the new HD Pro coaxials. These things are literally like dumb, especially for the money, because they're kind of like the Pro mids you see. They're the Neo style, but they're obviously a ferrite. So obviously, if you have the
That is ridiculous, bro.
Let me show you the explode. Nobody has bought this thing yet in the B stock area. I don't even know why.
I think Dubby wants to buy it, actually. Do you do
You should.
international shipping?
You got a B stocks. Oh my God! You did not put that on there.
I
That's
did.
the Pentagon.
Why'd you put it at that though? Come on.
I mean, it'll keep up with the
It's on
Sundown or
sale.
L7X, man.
On sale.
Yeah,
It's the
I
same
can see
number
it.
upside down.
He's got a subby smoker.
Jesus.
420.
What's the RMS on that guy?
350 watts.
No,
300
it's not 350 watts.
Well,
It's peak
3,500.
power 1200, dog.
Dude, at least
Yeah,
We don't
12
talk RMS
yeah.
with Sony. Come on,
1200
I
watt
mean,
RMS.
even
up.
1200. Yeah, that's
the
you know.
fucking single voice.
bro. I guarantee you that would wall socket for at least an hour.
All reality, it honestly, when you start looking at like I should have had pictures on here of that because obviously for sale, if we get that money for it, is the It's actually got a nice triple joint and all the stuff in. The leads look nice. I was surprised when I actually started finger banging it.
Dude,
I got a bunch of stuff on
it's
these.
just-
These fucking Avatar subs, guys. I got these things marked way the fuck down. The
yeah,
Whoa! You can't be showing that. That's under the MAP, isn't it?
hey, I'm not gonna sell death fonts anymore, so I don't even fucking care. But the
damn, like that, dog.
Damn! All right, y'all heard it here first.
Mystery box.
you got a wire.
Uh-oh.
No more
That
death
one up.
bounce.
It's
Bonds.
full of
Bounce,
it's full
bounce?
Won't say.
Well,
Bonsai. Bonsai. Yeah, I think it's Russian.
There's nothing wrong with the product. It's just there's not enough of it on the U.S. soil.
Yeah. Yeah, it has to make sense, you know,
Yeah,
with
we
any
got that.
decision
Yeah,
you
shop
make.
around shop on the eBay store. I'll throw some swag in to do this weekend. But hell yeah, we get back to it. I want to show out something else. I had a link pulled up. But yeah, no, we need to check out those junkyards. I have Casey. We'll see. We're gonna take you to the junkyard, Casey, and I'm just gonna pay for the golf cart so you can just fucking ride along.
Yeah,
That's the biggest thing I hate about Kegels. They don't have a golf cart.
Pull
I just
apart.
want you to know I absolutely mob the shit out of the golf carts that fucking pull apart.
Oh, dude.
I'm talking full send, dude. Straight down there. Wham,
I'm not
bam,
gonna like
bam.
put it into anything, but I'll run over shit. I like ramp doors and shit.
I won't run into anything, but I will absolutely send it at every little pothole I see.
Hell yeah.
Must be nice. We got to use wheelbarrows.
Hey,
Yeah,
do they have the anything you can carry for $250?
They do
They're like
certain
bait.
sales. It'll be like $99, all you can
Oh,
carry
yeah.
kind of thing. Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, I saw a dude at Kegels on the anything you can carry for $100 a day. He had 2 seat belts strapped to 2 short blocks and was just walking out with 2 short blocks, one on each shoulder. I'm talking. This dude was built, bro.
Strongest
seen
man
guys be like
competition
Corn-
right there.
transmission.
Cornbread fed motherfucker, dude. He was
Cornbread.
carrying it, dude. I can't believe it. And one was a V6 and the other was a straight 4, like a inline 4.
It's probably a Geo engine. So, yeah, I could do that.
I don't know. It looked like a B series or something. He's carrying like a B series and like
It was.
a.
I think we're talking about the same
Jesus.
picture. Yeah, it was. I think it was the B series.
I could pick up a long block B series by myself, pretty much.
I know, but like, can you
but if
carry
you put
that
it over-
and another short block?
But if you put it over over your shoulder, and if you have a B series long block with no oil in it, anything like that, it's not that heavy.
I picked up that D series that's in your yard.
It's gone now. I sold it. I got $150 out of it.
We need.
Well, you
I
guys
gotta,
are so strong from picking up all them big subwoofers, you know?
Not
So it
exactly.
makes
Ooh.
sense.
We got bad backs
Ooh.
now too. Yeah, no.
I've got an idea. We should have a subwoofer throwing contest with a blown sub,
That is a bad idea.
Ooh, it's Slamology?
bro. Because you got the handle right there. You know,
Yeah.
That would be interesting.
It's a really bad idea for our backs.
person
Eat
who
the
throws
meat.
it, person who throws it the furthest, it has to land in like sand or grass or something. Otherwise, it'd be bad.
Yeah.
Person who throws it the furthest gets bragging rights. No money.
Well, you're
So-
gonna have to ask probably Jacob
Starbucks.
Fuller. I mean, you know, that's
Starbucks.
probably
They
one
get
of the-
7 Starbucks.
Easiest readily available heavy woofers, you know, and he'll be
You
there.
gotta
So
pick it up in a jerking motion and say this ain't shit.
They pull up with the Inhuman.
Look, don't forget
Yeah.
to lift, jerk, and twist at the same time. All with your back. Never use your knees.
Yeah, dude. You gotta protect your knees. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Oh my goodness.
Casey's like, I'm out. I'm out.
Yeah. He'll watch you do it though.
He'll be
for
like,
sure
if Kicker does it with their comps, I'm in. You know.
As soon as you said anything
watch.
about
I think
picking
the thing
anything
is
up,
shit out of a kicker comp. I'll throw it like a fucking frisbee.
That's what I'm saying. That thing will just go. You know.
Probably infinitely.
and still play at the end of it.
Start flexing, it'll just start going higher. You know.
I'm
My
just-
Facebook page is popping right now.
What is-
Yours. That's awesome.
Like
That's
right
awesome.
now,
Speaking of Jake, I mean Jake's got something on the burner too, and I think he just released something as well. What have you been working on the side other than boxes?
Probably one of those fans that Scott's going to be selling on his website, and probably next month because I've got a kid on the way and a bunch of other stuff.
He's got a kid almost here.
Yeah, and it's doing like roughly 2 weeks. Yeah, like 2 weeks. So it's been hella stressful.
Like now, actually.
That could be any day. You know that, right? Yeah.
My sister was 8 weeks preemie.
That's what I'm saying. That's why when I told the guy a month, I wasn't being an ass. It could probably be done next week, but on the flip side, if I have a kid pop out and the car shows up early or the wall or something, like I'm kind of hands tied. I can't just knock it out. The CNC, I cut like 6 sheets of wood today. So like y'all act like I just sit over here and do this all day. Like
I didn't cut the
I thought that's what you did all day.
With the CNC, it tied up 6 hours of CNC with the aluminum.
Oh, I think Jay could win this one.
I would definitely win the battery toss. Y'all got me messed up. It has to be. That's exactly what I was about to say. It needs to be like. It needs to be. Hold up. The only way that would make it better is if it's extreme lithium.
No.
Oh, he went there. He went there. I wonder
if
how
you guys
Chris
even
is
remember that,
days.
dude.
Yes.
Flaming battery tosses slam. I think they'd kick us out.
Yeah, I mean, they were complaining about driving golf carts. I don't know about batteries on fire. Yeah, that's
you got to register the golf carts now.
Intentionally. You got to register.
You can't just show up the golf cart anymore. Which that was this year too. But yeah, you got to register the golf cart. You can't bring it in.
That's nuts. I mean, it's a vehicle. They don't want to get.
Yeah, but people get fucked up. I mean, they let me get fucked up and drive around side by side for 4 hours.
Yeah, dude.
Bro, I don't think I've ever seen Scott that woo girl. He was absolutely woo girl.
Woo girl, what is
that? He was woo girl. He was woo girl turn.
It
was great though. I loved it.
Super fast as fuck when I got to meet Steve though.
Yeah, I just want you to know. I forget your chick's name, but she was just looking at you with like, "Yeah, I'm here."
She just got flew in.
He's like, "I'm here, but I'm not happy about it. I'm here." And you're like, "Yeah," and she's like, "Yeah."
Dang, you let him do you like that, bro?
I'm not even trying to do him like that. I'm just trying to let him know. I told him about this in private. So
I still had it.
For your significant other to actually enjoy it is pretty rare.
Yeah, it's not going to happen. Andy got drunk in the Discord, and his wife definitely didn't enjoy it.
I haven't got to enjoy Slamology in like years now because I've been in booths and showing So I've been pretty much stuck in the booth for the most part for like really a couple of years now. So when I got to go rock,
it was like the Sundown Show, man. It was just chill.
Sundown Show was chill. Sundown Show was real good.
Yeah, dude. You got to venture out. You can't be stuck in a booth the entire time. It's miserable.
Yeah, exactly. So I got to go run around the Sundown Show. Had a good time. And that was a cool show. You missed out on that one. Obviously I think we talked about it, but I don't think the whole gang was here. But I guess Casey wasn't there though. But
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, John and Bobby showed up, so I didn't even know they were coming.
That's not bad, Kyle. 2 hours, that's, anything more than that. I mean, they do start, like, I'm hungry, I want to go home,
Yeah.
We're just kind of crazy with it, but still. At least you made it, right?
Kayla's too good for you, Andy. You married up on that one.
She really is,
you went.
Yep.
Up here.
Yep.
You leveled up.
She went way downhill with you. I'm not even gonna cap. You got a fucking you got an audio habit. That's like an automatic downhill.
Yeah,
it's not a problem.
I'm sorry. It's essentially a drug habit without the the repercussions of it.
Right. Yeah, it's definitely an addiction for sure. If you say it's not, then
she saw how dedicated he was to kicker, and she's like, I can trust him.
Yes.
He can never afford drugs. He started a car audio habit. We're good.
That's exactly what I tell people, man. Spend your money on this instead of that.
I'm going back
out
to
of trouble.
Cheaper. They're definitely cheaper.
He's like, the wall is gone. I'm going back.
Yeah.
I got these girl now.
So I'm just gonna sell it and just buy some crack, you know.
Casey, you thinking about anything down the road, like maybe in a year or two, another big build, or what are you thinking? I know
don't
you
you
just
blow
sold
this
yours,
one,
but-
Casey.
I don't
All
know,
right,
man.
so there is a promised land.
I don't know.
There may be a promised land that we may have talked about drunk one night. So
Maybe Infinite
Nice.
Baffle something.
Ooh,
God dang it, why you-
424s.
all right, so CJ and I were talking the other day, and I was like, dude, I would love to do a bread truck, infinite baffle, 4th order.
Ooh,
That'd be cool.
ooh.
Yep,
That's
hair
just-
tricks at the
that's-
front
yeah.
and the back of the front and back of the bread truck. It'd be great.
Just everywhere.
When we start talking about
Oh,
doing
wait! Don't say that word. Don't say that word too much. We might get
What?
copyright.
What?
Tricks.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We'll start talking about.
Oh God forbid, Big Jeff.
We'll start talking about those logger builds.
I'm gonna go copyright for $1 so I can.
We
you
need
know,
a new name. We're good at this. We need to rename the word hair trick. What else could we call it? Just so that just it's over
I'm
with.
gonna call hair
New
tricks.
names.
It's hair tricks.
Hair
All you gotta do is
I
add a Z and it's done.
Oh, see, this guy already knew.
I told Jake that. I told him that.
Yeah, he did. I said,
Hair
Scott, we
tricks.
could be really petty and go copyright hair tricks and then make him take his rap off.
It's called weave whipping.
He's like, nah, I'm not gonna waste my time.
It's not worth it. It's not.
It was funny though.
Right?
Oh, I just saved Mullen a big goof up. I just saved him a big goof up. I don't know if
How
he's
so?
gonna put this one out there.
Mullen is the man. So I thought when I was going to get the Mustang that it had no. When I was told it had no keys. Okay, so I was bugging him, which he's like a fucking. He's been a locksmith in like the 1920s, and But I hit him up like, hey man, how do I get around this situation? So he made me like badass detailed videos of how to drill the lockout and all that shit. And I get there, and the car had keys. It just
It's
didn't have
too
a door
good,
key,
Dubby. It's too good.
and I had to break in.
I'm not gonna put this one out there, but I am definitely gonna send you guys this photo.
Well, now
This
you
is.
got it out there.
I'm not. I can't. Legal reasons would have me absolutely not put this anywhere. But I promise you, I will send it all to y'all.
Are we talking about El Jefe audio?
Yes. This is probably the funniest photo I've seen today.
This is
Dude.
why we got Jake. He helps
Dude,
us out big
He
time.
went over 1 million, Andy. 1 million in like a month. How do you feel about that? He
million
went
in a
from
month.
like 10
Lying
subscribers
to
to
you.
1 million in like 2 or 3
Hey,
months.
lying to you. Lying
Casey,
to
look
you.
at this photo I just sent you. You're gonna die.
I don't understand it.
That's pretty good.
Port Whisperer.
It's pretty good.
That could be for
You-
something else there, Art.
I don't get what the thing in his hand is.
Yeah, what is
Port
that?
whisper? Is Jake gets the port whisper?
I'm the port whisperer. Jesus Christ.
The port chopper?
I'll explain it. I'll explain
Port
it not
operative.
in chat. If the ports are whispering, then yeah, you're gonna have some issues. No, Mullen almost put the back on. I was watching his video the other night, like really late, like 2 or 3 a.m. And I was like, that port's like this far off of the bottom. I was like, dude, how far is that port off the bottom? He's like, it's like 3-4 inches. And they went and measured. It's like 2 inches, and the port is 7 by 24. And the
Jeez.
issue is he had to move his baffle down. So I redid all the math and told him how to fix it. He's gonna bend the port and extend it 2 inches.
Nice.
But-
nice. Yeah, because you want to.
Had he just
Equal
thrown that
amount
back
at the
on,
end
that thing would have been. I don't know whether it would have loaded harder at certain notes and unloaded at other notes, but it would have done something weird.
Yeah, probably would have loaded at probably lower notes better, but too much. You know what I mean? Like you run into port
It
noise.
was literally like physically choking part of the port.
Yeah, that's one thing with, you can get your specs right, but then at the same time, you got to have as much space as the width of the port at the end of it towards the other side of the box where it's coming out at, inside when you're doing those 6 orders or anything like that.
It's actually an interesting way to test different numbers and stuff when you're no wall. Slide it towards your gate or wherever it's loading against and kind of, see how close you can get or how far away. But yeah, I would say
Right.
3-inch wide port, you need at least 3 inches away from the.
And Casey and I have both done this in multiple vehicles now. I mean, I know it's not like a hidden secret, but adding a wood panel to like whatever you're loading off of, like if it's like if you're doing like the bay door, the lift gate or anything like that, versus having the plastic panel there.
Yeah.
Oh, that
Sounds
would
scary.
make sense. Like something more rigid, just yeah.
Yeah, because these world record builds, they're definitely not flexing at all.
What do you guys think about this?
Sound
It
cube.
looks pretty clean, dude. It looks like it's meant to be there.
That's
I
OEM,
want to
right?
see more people start turning the grills into OEM pieces on their doors. Because it looks like he like dremeled
That's a
out.
Chevy door?
I think so. It looks like he looks like he dremeled out the stock grill. How would he mount it from the backside? Just flare out the ends of it, the tabs, and then like.
I mean,
It might have
Probably
something.
he may have just
very-
taken it and CA glued it in.
Yep.
It looks like it just be pressure fit, too, to be honest. Motherfuckers
It's
in there.
pushed from the backside. It looks like.
I don't know. I mean, it might be just how that car is, and he stuck a sticker on that mesh grill right there.
Oh,
with
that's a
the
stock sound cube grill.
Who knows?
That's a sound
I
cube
think
grill.
with the
Okay.
badge on the grill, maybe the green's a little too much on the inside, though.
Yeah, but you're not really going to see that at normal.
No,
store light.
no.
Yeah, that's true.
That is cool though. You want, some builds you just want them to look like there is no build, like it's just
That was
this
like
is
a
my car, and
Liberty
that's
door
it.
or something like that.
It could be a
That's-
Liberty door. That's what I was thinking.
Or something
But
like
enough to be like, hey, I got something extra in here. So
Oh yeah.
it's cool. It's cool.
But no, there's a lot of door panels. I think that you could copy that idea with and take in the integrate the grill into the factory door panel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was easy to do back in the day on like the Volkswagens, like the Jettas and the GTIs and stuff.
This guy hit me up at like 10:30 at night, asking about prices for subs that he can run in this box.
Ultimate Walmart right
and
there.
upgrade
Walmart
on this
build.
amp.
What's dripping on the amp? Is that water?
I don't know. I'm assuming it's something off the back
Condensation.
glass.
He's got a leak. Kayla's car used to do that,
Damn.
and it just
dude.
Let's talk
condensation.
about how about the ground right there
Sick.
into like a thin ass piece of metal.
Sick.
What about how about this speaker cutout over here in the top corner?
Yeah, that's custom. Watch the trim. I
That's
stole.
the Vice Grip 3000, man. I
don't even know if it's that. That's got to be like 10 snip 3000.
Is that a subwoofer hanging in the back deck, or what is that?
That looks like a Pioneer speaker too. I'm telling you, it looks like the.
Oh, it's
one.
definitely. Ooh, what is? No, that's a Pioneer 6x9.
Let me see.
Yeah.
Calling
It's
it
like a
Pioneer
TSA.
6x9.
TSA or TSG. What are the other?
Yes, dude, the mixed match subs. Let's bring that back. I absolutely
alright.
love seeing that.
That would be a cool video to do. Two of the matching versus, one mismatching, then do the other brand of mismatching. See how much.
Those floor
the
mats
Pick
are
a
difference
comp
kinda
and a
between the two.
CVR.
If those
Comp
floor
and
mats were
CVR.
new, I would kind of
Yeah.
rock those floor mats. I would definitely rock those floor mats.
Yeah, we bet you.
What
would.
is that? Is that a J? That looks like a JLW3. Is that?
No,
a
that's like
JL?
a-
No, that is an
Rockford
audio
Foss-
pipe
Oh, audio
EXT.
pipe.
Yeah.
EXT. Audio
What's
pipe
the
EXT.
motherfucking-
That's a
why
weird
would they
looking one.
tool
Look at the
that-
surround rings. It's
Yeah.
Why
what?
would they tool the surrounds to have that much landing and do
They're
that?
trying to max their fucking cone area, dude. That's
I don't
why.
like that. I thought that was the
Yeah.
outer trim piece. It's not. That's the surround. You're telling me that doesn't mess with anything?
I'm
That's
not
how
going to
the
do that to them.
W7 is. Or the W7s are kind of like that. They look.
And you know what's always a good sign when they got like empty quarts of oil and coolant that has a galore in the back.
Yeah.
You know
Oh,
the
the-
one thing that Andy
don't
hasn't
forget,
noticed though? How about the kicker impulse amp on the far right?
I didn't even notice that, dude.
Ooh, I got one of those. A little guy. I still need to test him, but he's on his way out. I don't know if I want to blow him up yet. Yeah, they're pretty cool amps.
So what subs were you gonna sell him, and what did he say?
I was going to show him LCS. I sold him LCS 12s.
Oh, we got
A real
down.
amp and an amp kit.
All right, 55 LCS 12s. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Nah,
I mean, you wanted to run 6.5. So what's different?
I want to do 6.5 with some ass behind them.
The motor's the same size.
Versus a what?
Like an LCS and like the E.
Oh, I'm
Motor's
not
about
going
the
to
same size.
I wouldn't do an E.
Or an SA 6.5. Actually, I'm pretty sure the LCS is bigger
Yeah.
than the SA 6.5.
Can you see that?
Yeah.
So that's how the surround is on the W7.
Have you ever taken one of those
no.
apart?
Yeah, it's kind of weird to mount because you're like, is this surround gonna stay here? Like, is this gonna be okay?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the outer ring pulls off, and then you pull off the stainless steel ring. Then you
Yep.
fold the surround up, and it mounts under the surround.
So you actually lift the surround to mount it.
Yep.
No,
They hold.
They do, yeah. Over the years, though, I mean,
they wear out.
a lot more foam than rubber in the surrounds, I guess, for whatever reason, how they design them. But
remember, I had a JLW7, so I had a 13W7 anniversary sub. I'm just giving away because I didn't want to get it recon by JL.
Didn't I get that?
What?
The coil or the foam, like surround?
The coil and the coil.
Oh yeah, it was fucked too. Yeah,
the foam went bad, so the guy fucking yeeted the sub and grenaded the coil.
Yeah. I got that stuff from you. I don't remember what I wound up doing with it. I'm pretty sure.
I thought I got it. I don't remember. He told me to get it. He told you to get it. He told everybody to get it out of the garage.
I still have the Rockford T3, the fucking the big one in the garage that I need to get reconned.
Yeah.
I got it for scrap weight.
I got the biggest come up I had, and the only 13W7 I had, the anniversary edition or whatever. I paid $350 for it with a box. It worked great. Dude, I worked with back in the day.
You were so happy to get that sub too.
Dude, it sounded so good.
All right, what's everybody's absolute favorite setup that they let go and really regret?
The Rockford T2 15s.
Yeah, you should have never got rid of those, dude. And the box that Mokel built.
I haven't let anything go in a long time, but if it was anything, it's what I traded for the Solo X18. My 2 Alpine Type R10s, the good ones. Not the rip surrounds, but the good ones. It was the good ones, and an L7, my first kicker. It was an even trade. If not, I got the better deal, but I still miss it. I haven't given anything else away, since then. I hoard it all, and if I do give it away, it's a loaner, and I know it's probably never going to come back, but I know who got it. That's why
I regret selling the T4000 and the 215s.
Nice. Base Dad was asking if I wanted to sell anything. I'm like, me? Sell anything?
No.
No.
I'm a hoarder.
I'm a hoarder.
I'm a hoarder.
I'm a hoarder. I'm a hoarder. Have you
That's
seen
a hard
Kicker
one,
Cave?
dude. I think. I don't know. That is a hard one.
That wasn't even half of them. Big G got 2 of those. 3 of them.
I think my system I have now is probably my favorite one in a long
Say
long
what?
time.
I mean, it probably sounds the best.
I mean, this was my favorite no-wall setup I had in the Excursion.
We built that box in like 30 minutes in his garage.
I promise you it was longer than 30 minutes. But
Scott, dude, how long did we take the fucking... Because we had Home Depot cut them out. We had them cut out.
Home Depot cut the whole box other than the cutout.
So nothing was square is what you're saying. Everything was at least a 16th to an 1/8 inch.
No, it was square, dude. It went together really well. We just put no bracing in it at all.
I swear
what is
they mess up
bracing
every
even
time.
good for, dude?
Yeah.
Scott didn't give it enough time for the glue to dry because we were excited to hear it.
Oh my
I
God.
think we delaminated something. I don't know. It was rough.
I love when I build a box and the customer's like, "Can we hear it?" And I'm like, "Yeah, tomorrow."
Yeah, it's the same thing like when I recon subs. You're like, "Can we play it?" I'm like, "You can put it in that box, but I probably wouldn't be full tilting on that guy until tomorrow."
I wouldn't even say that. I'd say don't turn it up at all. Don't play it till tomorrow. I like to
I'm
err
not
on
a
the
collector
safe
either,
side.
but it's turning into that.
Oh, dude, someone's talking about
I
Matt.
might as well, with
Notorious.
stuff to show, stuff to have,
I mean, he probably has the thing known to is though, he probably has a nice ass example, and I wouldn't lowball him. I mean, he's got to make some ROI on that stuff.
He doesn't have to sell them, but if he can, he will. It's I think he probably got like 500-600 amplifiers in his garage and
Probably.
a few other places. Like it's.
I mean, if it's worth the money, though, if people are paying for it, that's what it's worth.
And people they price gouge on eBay, man, especially with like old kicker classic stuff.
yeah.
Like don't. I'm like, I
we
would
got
never
Kyle in
pay
here.
that, and it's just not worth that. But someone will.
Sometimes they get it, dude. Yeah, it's nuts.
Yeah.
Well, it's that whole 30-year thing, that 30-year popularity thing again. Those guys that couldn't afford it back in the day, they got money in their pocket and they'll buy the fucking speakers they wanted, and they'll just put them in their
But the thing is they'll do that though. But like the spiders that are deteriorated, the surrounds are falling off. It doesn't matter if it's been sitting in a box for 30 years. It's still.
They don't. I mean, that's one thing I had to learn because when I first got into audio. Again, it was collecting old school subs that I wanted and amps, and then it was like, okay, all the old school subs that I have that I bought. That's the reason I ended up, man. What I had in those T215s, by the time I custom recon both those, I could have had fucking ZV6s, easy.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Well, knowledge is power, and time is money, and experience, man. You know,
Sure.
you got a
Well,
lot
the
more
bad part
wealth
was
in your
I spent
pocket
the
just
money
from-
to buy the super nice example of the T2s, and they were really nice condition. And then they still came up. The glue was old, came apart. Just the shit was coming unglued.
Yeah. What are you gonna do that? Yeah, I remember when you got the second one, you're like, "Oh, should I get this?" I'm like, "I don't know, it's the second one, dude."
No, I got two. I got both at the same time.
I thought
There
you got.
probably is one boss hoarder in the world. Probably one.
Mm.
Oh no, you had the opportunity to get two more.
Yeah, but they were blown.
Like hella expensive.
Oop, wrong one.
There he is.
Pull it up, PCN.
Damn, guys,
Whoops.
that's cool.
I wonder what this would sound like.
Probably sound pretty good. Dude.
I bet it's
It probably
extremely.
needs way more. That's one thing I think about a lot of these old walls that people have. It's like you guys really need to have like 5 times the power on it you have on it.
I guarantee you that was extremely punchy to do.
Wow, dude.
He went there. No, but for real though,
It
compared
was-
to what? Yeah.
It was the punch series too. I had to do it.
38 to 49 hertz, just smacking you in the head. You know, just quick bass.
You're like, yeah, they tap out. Like, I bet they do tap out. It's fucking uncomfortable.
Dude, the Punch Power Prime thing used to confuse the shit out of me when I sold Rockford. It's like,
I know.
okay, which one's which? Like, okay, power, punch. Punch sounds cooler than power. Power's the higher one. All right, but then there's this. It's like, come on, dude. Why can't they just name it like 1, 2, 3?
They do.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like the whole series. Like, yeah, I know.
I know what you're saying. Yeah.
P1, P2,
I would say
P3.
these are my other favorites that they got away. I had 4 of these. I want more.
Oh man,
Do you know what that is, Jake?
I know it gets
That is the
confusing.
lightning one. It's just like, yeah, dude.
Would you look at that? Just look at that thing. It's huge.
2006.
It's a JLD sub.
Mm.
No.
What is
Oh.
that lightning audio?
It's like, yeah, it's a TC Sounds TC3 horsepower.
Oh yeah, that's right. Damn, dude. Yeah, the names for stuff's getting out of control. It's hard to keep up.
I'm trying to
It's-
think.
it's
What
like
is
Call
the
of
worst
Duty.
brand with names? I don't know.
Here's
I
me
mean,
10 years
Call of
ago.
Duty. Call of
Yeah,
Duty's the
there's-
worst brand with names because they keep renaming the game the same thing over and over and changing.
I
the
know.
name
Like, what
halfway.
Call of Duty you playing? Yeah, that one.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
I was selling
Yeah.
audio too cheap. Too cheap.
Yeah.
$100.
Yeah,
Is that a T1 or T2 or not T1?
That's a prime, bro.
That is a
P1,
Prime
P-
2,
Prime
P2.
2.
Uh,
So
R
it's
R2,
R2.
R2.
Yes.
Yep.
R2
So I
R1.
apparently was needing 10 years ago. I was either needing $100 or 17-inch tires.
yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, so that's
2000.
R, and then punch,
So you have the prime R, then you have P,
the
R1,
P's, and
R2,
then you have the
then you have
T's.
P1, P2, P3, and then T1, T2, T3. I don't think they do T3 anymore.
Yeah, those are weird subs, the 16s, the 19s, or whatever.
I have the 16.
You know why they're doing it though, right?
And they were
You
never
do-
really impressive. Any of them I've ever heard were never like over the top, like, oh my god, this blows my mind. It was just like a loud sub.
All right, let me give you my opinion on the T3, which is the pinnacle one.
Yeah,
You do realize that's a push-pull sub with 2 different
3
coils.
hours later.
it's a jet engine, dude.
It actually, you got to wind it up like a wind-up toy, and then it just sits over there and kicks. Honestly, it's a servo sub, dude. It's really just a servo sub. It's not any of those things. Don't think I'm retarded.
You think this has engine noise?
Probably.
No, honestly, if you look at that distro block, it's probably got 0.
It did.
Sometimes I
I
like to
got
go.
$5 that says every wire's
Dude,
CCA
Scott
though.
he put in like a Terrence 804 one time just to try it
400
out.
for it.
400
Oh God!
And it was doing okay. We're like, oh, this thing's actually kind of powerful. You know, it didn't sound too good. We went into a gas station, came out, and all of a sudden it's like out of nowhere. They have just like bad, dude.
No, he
It's
didn't.
like
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Don't shoot me, guys, but I took the new L7X out and put the HDX418 Sound Cube, I think it's Sound Cube, in to
Yep.
try it out. I believe I'm putting the L7X back in.
That's a cool comparison, really.
Yeah, you know,
HDX4s were pretty cool.
HDX4 wrong sub.
no.
I
no.
think he needs a bigger box. He went with the recommended box that's online, and I don't think it's like 8 cubes. I don't know
Oh,
if the
for
box
his
is 8 cubes or
18?
not. Yeah, because he was messaging me earlier.
Yeah.
He's like, I forgot it's wired at 2 ohms. It's definitely louder. It lacks in low end output and this output and that.
Power box.
Right.
It was my first Loud Boy setup.
Oh my God! You did not just show me Scar. What the hell are we doing?
The wind has entered the chat.
Woo! 2019.
Scott was like heavy in the Scar.
Oh my God!
Yeah, dude.
Wait.
I'm gonna tell Jacob Fuller you said that.
When I moved back to Georgia from Virginia, we're supposed to work on his car and do car stuff, and he shows up with his excursion and like, "Hey, we're gonna do an audio install." I'm like, "Fuck!" He like broke me into it, and then it was all Scar product. I'm like, "Oh, damn."
Scott, you're muted.
The whole build was Scar.
Yeah.
Did you have a sticker on the back of your car though? That's the real question. Did you have a sticker that said Scar?
I never did.
Yeah, I don't ever
Okay,
see.
all right. Then we don't have to end
Alright,
this show because that's TMI.
That was gonna be the end all be all for me, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, I put a Rockville Destroyer in Caitlin's car, and that thing slammed, dude.
I
We're
mean,
just-
Rockville is what it is, you know.
You did not just say Rockville,
Dude, Rockville
He
Destroyer.
went there. Oh,
Caitlin had
man.
one in her car.
bro. What was it charged with the 9-volt? Would they charge the magnet and the magnetizer with a 9-volt?
Dude, that thing had
Yeah,
a pretty strong
6,000.
magnet.
No,
There was the
5,000
downfall
watts.
to my
CEA
ZVX. I was
certified.
like, the ZVX can take my 4K, no problem. And then it didn't like a day later.
It just didn't.
It let out the smoke.
It's alright, you can just order a recon. Oh, wait.
Oh, yeah, never mind.
Oh, that's too bad. Should have signed up for the premium package.
Here we go. Here's what it was, Casey. Here's when you showed up.
Fuck me, dude.
Woo!
Jeez.
I don't know, RVH. We all say we'll be done after this. Just one more.
There's
show.
never
Just-
there's never a you're done part. I promise.
No.
You could be doing 70s and then Chris Lee will be like, I need bigger subs.
Right.
Oh, look, there's the Destroyer, dude.
That's what I was saying. Man.
I just want you to know that thing was probably actually charged in the cheapest magnetizer in China.
It did pretty good. We had it on a Cab 2K. Dude, she has like the OG Cab 2K, the red one, and it's still going super strong, bro. A stock electrical.
I'm gonna buy a Gauss meter,
bro. That's a lot of Rockford amp right there.
Oh,
Yeah, dude, there's so much space back there.
I feel like there's not enough unfinished boxes out there. I love, just seeing like the custom box. It's not stained, it's not carpeted. It's just, it's there. I like it too. It's just.
Me too. It's weird how society went from fucking like fiberglass to weird like cornered in stuff that all looks.
When I was a kid, a fiberglass box was the coolest fucking shit you could have.
Yeah, and they're never like in spec ever almost.
No.
They just made it fit and threw a sub in it. And
Half
fucking
a
did it.
cube for a 12 will make it
Yeah.
work.
But I would see
Right.
people like body work the fuck out. Like the ones like at my dad's shop they would body work the dog shit out of it too, like a fucking car paint job.
Yeah.
But people actually took care of their work back then.
Yeah, that's true. Too.
Jake sometimes.
It's just making your build so heavy, dude. You had all that body work and wood and bond out.
It's going to get fucked up.
Put
It's
it
going
in the Tegra with a B18 with like
If they
old
ever
electronics.
If they ever make a clamshell prefab, Kicker will do it. Quad box, you just need 2 of them. You can do it.
Yeah. that's
All you
true.
gotta do is screw 2 pieces of wood on the quad box,
There you go.
clamshell it just a little bit.
Yep.
A single
Done.
piece in the back, and it's done.
Yep.
Yeah, just angle it, screw a couple
Just
2x4s.
face them towards each other.
Yeah.
The port's gonna be like shooting at the floor and the roof. It's good. It's
It'll
good.
work.
buff.
It'll work. Yeah. I no
It'll
joke. A guy
probably
asked
even
me.
buff.
A guy asked me in Kicker Club, should I buy another one and run 2 of them together? I'm like, I don't know, man.
If you have the room. Yeah.
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 The Excursion could probably fit 2 quad boxes in the back of it with the second row.
I could probably fit 3 of them back there. Are you kidding me?
That'd be sick
Hey.
as fuck. I should have just done that and been happy. Had 8 15s.
Yeah.
Damn.
Together.
That's it.
The roof would have ripped off. So, Casey, we're going to go see fucking Bert Kreischer tomorrow.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun, dude. We're going.
Wait,
to
what are you
the,
guys seeing?
The
Wait, you
Tom
guys are
Cruise
going to the-
celebration.
You guys are going to the movies together?
No,
Yeah.
we're going to Bert
Yeah,
Kreischer,
yeah, bro.
State Farm Arena.
What? I didn't know it was
We're a
like that.
comedy
That's
show.
awesome. Who's buying the popcorn? That's the real question there.
Oh, my
It's not
girl.
a
Popcorn.
theater. It's State Farm Arena, dude.
Okay. That's
They're
awesome.
having movies at the arenas now.
No, we got.
Oh.
I hit up Scott and I was like, "Yo, I'm gonna get these shitty seats. You want to go? And we'll take the girls." And he's like, "Fuck yeah!" So I got like some pretty shitty seats. We're still going. Fuck it.
Have they?
They're there.
I don't think has Caitlin seen the machine yet?
Mm-hmm. We went to the Fully Loaded Comedy Tour last year. Also,
Nice. I gotta make her.
on.
I'll make her watch the machine when we get back. Then
Dude, the machine was funny. It was really.
shit was the funniest
Fuck that
movie.
bitch. This is Russia.
This is Russia.
Dude, when he fucking the guy's throat on the
That's a little
train.
too good there, Jake. It's a little too good.
What?
Yeah.
Your Russian accent.
It wasn't even that good. What are you talking about?
Let me find out.
Heard
Yeah,
that.
no,
But on that note, boys, we're coming up on the hour mark, and Andy's got a show coming up after this. He's got his after show. We'll probably be playing some video games tonight or something like that. But I appreciate everyone's time.
Peanuts in the Discord talking about Rust.
Starfield.
Oh,
Maybe
You
You
gotta
want to
tune
play
in,
some
though.
Rust?
no, you gotta wait till Russ after. That's what they do in the after party. They
No, we play
playing
Rust
Rust
while
at
we're
3 a.m.
watching.
Dude, you have
Yeah.
Peanut in timeout, dude.
Huh?
You have Peanut in timeout in the Discord.
Nah, he's in timeout. If you sit idle in my Discord, you move down.
Oh.
Every
Yeah.
five, if you sit there and don't move your mouse at all in 5 minutes, you get moved.
He's
down.
talking about Rust. He's AFK in timeout.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah, dude.
We hopped in Jake's Discord the other day and he was just chilling in timeout by himself. We're like, where the fuck is he at?
That's because